News just coming in. Operation Sindoor is not over. This is what the Indian Air Force is saying. The IAF has said that it has successfully executed its assigned tasks in Operation Sindoor with precision and professionalism. In a social media post, it said operations were conducted in a deliberate and discreet manner aligned with national objectives. The Air Force said that since the operations are still ongoing, a detailed briefing will be conducted in due course. The IAF has urged all to refrain from speculation and the dissemination of unverified information. The post came as India's top military leadership met Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Chief of Defence Staff General Anil Chauhan, Air Chief Marshal AP Singh, Army Chief Upendra Dwivedi, and Chief of Indian Navy Admiral Dinesh Tripathi. They attended the meeting with the Prime Minister. The meeting comes a day after India and Pakistan agreed to stop military action against each other. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and NSA Ajit Doval were also present in the meeting. And once again, for our viewers, in news just coming in, Operation Sindoor is not over. Now, this is what the Indian Air Force is saying. The IAF has said that it has successfully executed its assigned tasks in Operation Sindoor with precision and professionalism. And for more on this, we are being joined by our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibil, live on the phone line. Siddhant, what can you tell us?
Well, essentially, this is a statement coming with a context first. First, the fact that Operation Sindoor is still ongoing means that it doesn't mean first that there are strikes happening right now. It means maybe the other aspects which we do not know, which the IAF has not talked about, are ongoing. The second is we know that there are a lot of reports, especially in the international media, which are coming. Many of them have Pakistani sources who have been coming with outlandish claims. In fact, earlier today, we saw an international media group claiming very preposterous things which were basically being fed to them by the Pakistani establishment. And the Indian Air Force came out and rubbished it. So essentially, these reports are coming because remember that so far there have been regular briefings. But these are briefings of two kinds. First, the Indian Foreign Secretary detailing the Indian diplomatic response and what are the talks about. And then, of course, the military personnel who have been briefing about the Indian operations, which is thwarting the Pakistani strikes into India and how India is defending itself. So it is in that context that the statement has come from the Indian side. An important statement at a time when there is a focus on also dealing with the information warfare, because the Pakistani state media, the private media as well, has been indulging a lot of misinformation campaign against India.
Okay, right, Siddhant, and for us and our viewers, can you also touch upon the significance of the name Operation Sindoor and also try to get us up to speed about the developments that have taken place since last evening when we saw the ceasefire was declared, and then the breach that has happened last evening just a few hours after that until this point?
Well, essentially, Operation Sindoor is an operation launched in the aftermath of the terror attack in Pahalgam. And Sindoor essentially is an important part of Hindu culture, especially married Hindu women. And this coming in the backdrop of what happened in Pahalgam, where many women who were in Pahalgam, their husbands were killed by Pakistani terrorists. Point blank in some cases, and we know the religious connotations, asking their religion as well before killing them by the terrorists backed by the Pakistani establishment, given the fact that how extremism is deeply entrenched in their politics, in their military establishment. So essentially to talk about that, to give a symbolic message that how India has taken its revenge on these Pakistani terrorists and, of course, the Pakistani military establishment.
Right, Siddhant, and now that we know that the operation is still going on and citizens are keen to hear from the government on this matter, how do we expect the situation unfolding in the next few days? What can you tell us about that?
Well, the situation remains fluid. Early today, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a meeting where the Defence Minister, the NSA, the External Affairs Minister, the three service chiefs, the Foreign Secretary, the CDS were present. We know that there is still an uneasy peace. Pakistan could be up to things. We know that Pakistan just violated the ceasefire violation yesterday, and since then we know that there are concerns about what Pakistan might be up to next. Of course, we know that Pakistan has a history of backstabbing India. So there are many ifs and buts, and what situation develops into is the big question.
Right, Siddhant, and definitely the peace is quite eerie at this point, and we'll have to wait and watch and see how the situation develops from this point onwards. But for now, thanks for bringing us that report.